Hello, welcome back to Dana Biasons. In the last class, we have discussed about the first model of succession, that is the facilitation model. And in this lecture, we are going to look upon the second model, that is called the tolerance model. So, the tolerance model, as the name itself indicates, that there is something related to the tolerance. So, we need to look upon which species have more tolerance and which species have the less tolerance. So, in case of the tolerance model, what happens? In this model, the presence of early successional species is not at all essential. So, we have discussed in facilitation model that the pioneer species or the early successional species, they colonize an area, they modified the area, and that area become unsuitable for themselves, but that area is suitable for the later successional stages. Correct? But in case of tolerance model, there is no essential role of the early successional species. So any species can start the succession. So any species can colonize an area in a bare area and they can start the succession. So some species are competitively superior and they eventually predominate in the climax community. The species that are more tolerant of limited resources, they replace the other species. So the species which are more tolerant, they will replace the other species in case of tolerance model. So in simple words, we can say that the modifications that early successional species impose on environment, it will neither increase nor reduce the growth of the later successional species, because the late successional species are not depend upon the early successional species like the facilitation model. The late successional species are able to grow and reproduce despite the presence of early successional species. That means there is no role of early successional species. Any species can colonize a bare area and it can start the succession. In conclusion, we can say that the later successional species have a greater tolerance for the lower level of resources than the earlier ones. So various species sort themselves out through the differing tolerances of the successionally increasing intensity of biological stresses associated with competition. So the name of the model is tolerance model because the species which is competitively superior and that has the more tolerance, or that is more tolerant of limited resources, they will eventually replace the other species and they become the superior one. So this is all about the tolerance model. I hope it will help you. Please do subscribe and share with your friends. If you like this video, hit the like button. Thank you.